What's good, y'all? It's Alex Kamoni here, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about setting goals so that you can reach financial freedom within a few years. Let's get into today's video.
I guess I got my swagger back.
So like the saying goes, failure to plan is a plan to fail. Y'all gotta understand you're not gonna reach financial freedom just by happenstance or by accident, right? Wealthy people do not become wealthy just by doing, a little bit of investing in the stock market, opening a business, buying a couple rental properties. No, it's not just, I'm just gonna go out and do stuff and see what happens. It's with methodical planning and setting goals along the way. So in the case of achieving financial freedom, it's the same thing. You're not just gonna happen to achieve financial freedom because you bought a couple assets and then you wake up and you realize you don't have to go to your job no more. No, get in a car, you gotta go to work, because it's not gonna work like that. You have to have a foundation that's predicated off of goals and metrics along the way that you can measure to make sure that you are on track to reach financial freedom. So I always tell people that you need to start with the end in mind when you want to achieve financial freedom, right? So what do I mean by that? Do you want to live a modest life where, you have the freedom to go to Applebee's for happy hour and, shop at TJ Maxx, drive a Nissan Altima? Is that the life that you want to live? Or do you want to live a luxurious life with the fast cars, the big house, the luxury vacations, all that kind of stuff? Whatever you pick, it doesn't matter. Neither is right or wrong. I mean, honestly, I would say go for the latter. I mean, why not? But, whatever you pick, that's on you. But neither one is right or wrong. If that's what you want, that's what you want. Financial freedom is different for everyone. It looks different for everyone. So you need to know, what do you want your life to look like, right? That's the first step. The next thing is figuring out what business do we want to get into to actually take us to financial freedom, right? Whether it's real estate, whether it's trucking, whether it's, the mobile notary business, whether it's a rental car business, whether it's a marketing business, whatever business you want to use, we need to know that first, right? The next thing we need to figure out is, what is the end goal for this business, right? And by that, I mean, what do you want the business to look like in 5 to 10 years? Because from there, we can figure out how much cash flow we can keep for ourselves from this business. Whether you want 5K a month, 10K a month, 50K a month, 100K a month, $1 million a month, whatever you want per month is going to be predicated and based off of what you want your lifestyle to look like, right? Because remember, we don't do things by accident. If we say we want to live a lavish lifestyle, then everything we're doing is working towards that, right? We know what we're working towards. If we say we want to just live, the modest, Applebee's, Nissan Altima lifestyle, then, we're working towards that too. And so we have to know what we're working towards. We're not just gonna be working aimlessly at something. Now, once we figured out exactly what business we wanna use, how much in cash flow we want to keep, we're gonna start thinking of this business in terms of units. So what's a unit? A unit is whatever is the goal in that business you're working in, right? So if I'm looking to achieve financial freedom through real estate, then I'm looking for rental units. If I'm looking to achieve financial freedom through the trucking business, I'm looking for trucks. If I'm looking to achieve financial freedom through the cleaning business, I'm looking for cleaners. Each of these is a unit in that business. So now we're asking ourselves, how many of these units in this business do we need in order to achieve our dream lifestyle that we said we wanted for ourselves in that 5 to 10 years? So since I'm a real estate person, I would talk in terms of real estate. So I know in real estate that one unit or one rental unit or a door, whatever you want to call it, can typically generate about $200 per month in positive cash flow. So that's after all expenses have been paid. If you want to learn more about that, go check out my How to Analyze a Rental Property video, and I'm talking more about that. So my goal with real estate is to get $10,000 per month in passive cash flow from real estate that I own. So if I want $10,000 per month in passive cash flow, that means I need 50 units that generate $200 per month per unit. If my market said I could only get $100 per month per unit, then I would have to double that and get 100 units to get that $10,000 per month in passive cash flow. If the market said I could do $400 per month per unit, you're probably lying. If you can really get $400 per month per unit in real cash flow, not lying cash flow, I don't believe you. But once we have a metric as far as number of units that we know we're working towards, we can break down how we can get there within a few years. So realistically, you should be able to double how many units you're acquiring every single year. So in year 1, we're gonna get a duplex, right? Just one duplex. Simple enough. You can house hack it, you good money, you good to go. Year 2, we're gonna get 4 units now. So we can go buy that quadplex now if we want, right? So year 3, now you can get 8 units. You can go buy 2 quads, right? You're getting more and more comfortable. You're getting your swagger. So by year 4, you'll be like, yo, I got this. Let me go step into commercial real estate. I'm gonna go get a 16 unit apartment building, right? You can do that now because now you have the experience and the collateral that the bank likes. They will give you that loan gladly. Year 5, you ready to hop with the big boys and you go get the 32 unit building, right? So in 5 years, you can realistically get 62 units if you really, really wanted to. This is very realistic and feasible, I'm telling you. And like I said, you can do this in any single business. If you're in a trucking business, you can really do this because one truck should be able to generate you about $5,000 per month in positive cash flow after all the expenses have been paid, if the truck is operating, you know, fully without any breakdowns and those kind of things. So let's say my goal for the trucking business is for me to have $50,000 per month in positive cash flow to fund my life, right? Well, I mean, in the same way for the real estate, we break it down, right? We know that that's only 10 trucks. So in year 1, you know we can get that one truck. One truck is not hard. Year 2, we got experience now, so we let that first truck pay for the next 2 trucks. Year 3, now we got 3 trucks on the road. We can let all 3 of those trucks pay for 5 new trucks. And in year 4, we can add 5 more trucks, right? So after 4 years, you've reached your goal. I'm telling you, this is realistic. If you don't think it is, you are playing yourself. Like I said, apply this to any single business. And this is the formula to get to financial freedom. This is your roadmap. Now, of course, what this means is that you need to be knowledgeable, right? Before you get into any business. We're not just gonna go buy a rental property just so we can say we own a rental property. We're not gonna just go buy a truck just so we can own a truck, right? We're not gonna go do anything without getting the knowledge first, right? So before you start anything, that's one thing you need to make sure that you have in order along with your personal finances, right? All that needs to be in order before we're going out and starting businesses all willy-nilly. And this is where the roadmap to financial freedom comes in, right? Because it'll tell you what you need to be doing today in order to reach that goal of financial freedom within those 4 to 5 years that you set for yourself. I mean, yes, we start with the end in mind, but we need to figure out how we can take action today, right? So if I want $50,000 a month in the trucking business, I know that's 10 trucks, right? In order for me to get 10 trucks, I need to get 1 truck, right? And so let's say in order to get that 1 truck, I need to have, let's say $20,000 in savings and a 700 credit score to be able to get a loan from the bank to buy this truck, right? So I got my money for the down payment, some a little bit extra just in case for reserves and starting up the business, you know, all that other stuff. And then I need my 700 credit score to get the loan. So now we know, okay, I need to get 20,000. Now, if you're not in a position to get 20,000, then we can break it down even further, right? So, okay, in order for me to get $20,000 and get a 700 credit score, then I might need to, you know, take on some extra work, do some side hustles. I might need to pay down some debt. Those are things that I might have to work on right now in order to get to that next step. And you can always break it down further, right? If you're not knowledgeable yet in the trucking or the real estate, whatever business you're in, then that's the next step. I need to get knowledgeable. So I might need to take a course, right, from someone that offers the course for whatever business I want to get to. There's plenty of people that are offering courses for real estate, trucking, and I'm not even telling you that you got to go buy my course. I'm just saying you need to get knowledgeable, right? But if you are interested, I do have the How to Acquire Your First Flip or Rental Property Real Estate course. It is in the link below. You can check it out. I will show you how to get that first property so that you can start building, right? Because that first one always leads to that second and that fourth and that eighth and that 16th and so on and so on and so on, right? But regardless, whatever you're doing, whether you're taking a course, whether you're paying down debt, you need to always be taking action. And so I know there's some people right now that are saying, well, no, I can't do this. This isn't for me, blah, blah, blah. You know, this is for you. And look, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're right. You can't do this because whether you think you can or you can't, you are right. Your actions always follow your mind and your brain. Get into the mindset of already envisioning yourself having these things and having financial freedom and having the success and having the Applebee's lifestyle or the lavish lifestyle, whatever you are. Envision yourself already having it. I'm not just speaking no hoopla stuff. This is what you really need to be doing if you want to achieve financial freedom. If you don't believe you can have it, your actions won't follow someone that believes they can have it. If you do, then your actions will follow someone that believes they can have it. You think I'm BSing, you think I'm lying? Wait 5 years, let's come back to this video and we'll see who has really gotten it and who really hasn't. I want to know what's y'all's financial freedom goals. You know, when do you want to achieve financial freedom? What business do you want to use? Let me know. We can talk about it in the comments below. But anyways, that's it for this video. I hope y'all gained something of value from it. If you did, give this video a like. You know, the YouTube algorithm needs to know that this is good content, so they can only know that if you're liking this stuff. That's it for this video. I'll see y'all in the next one.